So today we're going to talk about not the founding fathers of this nation that we're living in, the founding parents of reality TV. That's right. I want to get into my Mount Rushmore of reality television. The people that paved the way and made reality TV what it is today. When you hear their names, you automatically are transported back in time. You think of a meme, you think of a GIF. They are extremely quotable people. They're goated. Number one. Now, if you know me personally, number one is not going to be a surprise. The reason I became obsessed with reality TV. The next one, the face of the franchise. That's across any city, any country. Sweetie, number three, they might be a little controversial. They forget who this person used to be way back when. Now, number four, I don't care how you feel about this person. You're gonna respect why she's my number four. And without further ado, let's just get into the list. Welcome back, friends. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time, welcome. Before we get into today's video though, I wanted to quickly just thank you guys for subscribing. When I first decided to start this channel, I was super anxious. Like, becoming a content creator, putting my opinions out there for the world to dissect made me really anxious. But I told myself, if I could just get to 500 subscribers, it would confirm that I'm on the right track. And as of this video, we're closer to 600, I think 579, which I know isn't a huge number, but for me, it was the first milestone in my head that I'm like, if I get there, then I know that I'm on the right track with this. So thank you guys so much for making that happen for me. It's super encouraging. So today, we're going to talk about some famous people. Now, I know you can tell it's a celebration by my illustrious Party City wig, okay? I want to talk about some founding parents. No, not the founding fathers of this nation that we're living in. The founding parents of reality TV. That's right. I want to get into my Mount Rushmore of reality television. These are the people that will always be famous. The people that, in my opinion, paved the way and made reality TV what it is today. They fed us so much in the early 2000s, 2010s. When you hear their names, you automatically are transported back in time and you can remember where you were when you were watching them say X, Y, and Z. You think of a meme, you think of a GIF. They are extremely quotable people. They're goated. They are the goats of reality television. And without further ado, let's just get into the list, okay? Number one. Now, if you know me personally, number one is not going to be a surprise. And if you're just a connoisseur of reality television, she should be your number one as well, all right? I'm talking about none other than Tiffany New York Pollard.
Am I the first one here?
This woman is part of the reason I became obsessed with reality TV. Now, before her, I was really into The Real World and Road Rules, all of the vintage reality television shows. But there was something about when she came on the scene on Flavor of Love, something about her, I was like, I'm obsessed with this woman. I need to see her on any and everything. And when you think of Beyonce,
Are you insane? Beyonce? You know who you really look like? You look like Luther Vandross.
I mean, you know, not the bang. You know exactly who that came from, the girl of all reality TV girls. For me, she really revolutionized what a reality TV star should be. And not to mention, not only was she a really good reality TV star, she was a fantastic actress because she had to act like she was really in love with Flavor Flav. No shade, Flav. But she had to act like she was really in love with him. And I stand. Tiffany New York Pollard, you will always be famous, mama. The next one, again, if you are a connoisseur of reality television, this woman is on your Mount Rushmore as well. And then if you know me, you know. We're talking about Nene Leakes.
Hello. Hey.
That's right. The face of the Real Housewives franchise. That's across any city, any country, sweetie, any planet that they're planning to put a Real Housewives spinoff on. Nene is the face of the Real Housewives, and she is iconic.
You finished?
She came to us, she left it all on the floor. She gave us quotes. She gave us some of the funniest moments in television.
And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home, honey. Ooh.
She is a meme and GIF queen. I remember the first time I heard about her because I actually didn't start watching Real Housewives of Atlanta right when it aired. My mom did. My mom clocked it. My mom told me, it's like, there's this new show about these Atlanta housewives, and there's two women on there. There's Sheree and there's Nene. And my mom was like, Sheree is amazing, but Nene, that is the star of the show. Nene is a star. She is the most confident. She's the funniest. So my mom is actually the person that told me about Nene. And then I remember the first time watching her, it was the same feeling that I had when I saw New York for the first time. I'm like, I'm obsessed with this woman. This is what a reality television personality should be. So yeah, number 2 spot absolutely goes to Nene for me. No matter how you felt about her in her later seasons, I feel like she gave us so much in those earlier seasons that she's always going to be the GOAT to me. I'm going to always watch Nene on TV. These next 2 people, they might be a little controversial, and I only say that because so many people are one-track minded and they will take the way that they feel about this person now in 2023 and forget who this person used to be way back when. Okay, so keep that in mind as I get into these next 2. Now, number 3 on my Mount Rushmore of reality television is Sean Puffy Puff Daddy Diddy Love Combs. Okay.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
This dude, I Want to Work for Diddy, an amazing competition show. But the show that he is the most renowned for and why he made this list is 100% Making the Band. If my memory serves me correctly, the very first season of Making the Band, he created the group O-Town. And then we get Making the Band 2, where he creates the band. And then the third iteration where he creates one of the greatest girl groups of all time, Danity Kane, whom I'm still listening to their first album and their second album in 2023 because the music was that good. And then we get into the fourth iteration where he creates Day 26, which Co-Star by Day 26 is still one of my most played songs on Spotify. So not only was he creating this show that spawned these amazing musical groups, the entertainment factor of the show,
it's rare,
was off the Richter scale. The fights on the band, like Danity Kane, him disbanding the entire group on national television, that was crazy to me. Diddy, you can call him what you want in terms of his business practices and your opinions on how he interacts and deals with his artists.
How could you hate me?
That's another story for another day. I'm strictly talking about the way we were fed with that show. That can never be duplicated. And so many people are looking for Making the Band on streaming services. I'm going to link this TikTok video in the show notes because I, 1, don't want to misquote her, and 2, I don't remember what her TikTok name is off the top of my head, but she made a video about why, and it has a lot to do with the music. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get Making the Band on any of our streaming services unless Diddy himself pays for it or Revolt gets a streaming service and they put it on there, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. So all we have is YouTube and being able to watch little clips. But yes, Making the Band iconic, and for that reason alone, Diddy makes my number 3 spot on my Mount Rushmore of reality television. Now, number 4, I don't care how you feel about this person now. Think about how much she was a catalyst for not only her show, but just everything that the people on her show became. And you're gonna respect why she's my number 4. That honor goes to none other than Kimberly Kardashian.
Nude selfies till I die.
I know, tomato, tomato, tomato. Okay, I'm ready for it because for me, we can't deny how central the Kardashians have been to pop culture since I think 2007 is when Keeping Up with the Kardashians was that. I might be off like a year or 2 with that, but I remember I was perched watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians It was a real fun show. Chloe was amazing. Courtney was interesting in her dynamic with Scott. Like, there were so many elements of that show that made it very entertaining, particularly for that time. And I was here for it. And like I said, you cannot talk about pop culture without talking about the Kardashians. Love them, hate them, whether you're indifferent, it doesn't matter. They really made a mark. And it's because of Kim. When I think of Kim Kardashian, it doesn't matter where I see her, how I see her. Every time I see her, one scene from Keeping Up with the Kardashians plays in my mind. It's when she was at, I think it was Kourtney or Chloe's apartment. She was talking about how she just bought her Bentley. And she leaves the apartment, but she doesn't actually leave. She goes and like puts her head to the door to hear if they're talking about her. She hears them and she just bursts back in and she takes her big bag and she swipes it trying to hit Chloe. She's like, don't be fucking rude.
Don't be rude. Are you?
And so, yeah, for that reason, you belong on the Mount Rushmore of reality television. So just for a recap, number 1 spot. This bang is gonna kill me. George Washington, how did you do this, girl? From the top, Tiffany, New York Pollard, Nene Leakes, Diddy, Kim Kardashian. Now, I have an honorable mention. If there was a 5th spot on Mount Rushmore, it will go to this person for me. When you look up a reality TV villain, her beautiful photo is right there. And as none other than Omarosa. I knew so much about her with ever even watching her on TV. I've never actually seen her season of The Apprentice. And now because of Trump, you can't stream it anywhere. But I heard about her so much. Everything that she said, all of her antics, how smart she was, how beautiful she was. I heard about that and I still hear about it to this day. I recently just watched her season of Celebrity Big Brother. And she just has the it factor. She looks good. She speaks well. The hair is always on point. She is not afraid to be a villain. And that's something that I love. I can't stand me a villain that won't just walk in who they are and walk in their truth. But Omarosa comes in and immediately she's like, look, I can make friends or I can make enemies. And I get goosebumps whenever I think about how polarizing of a character she has been throughout the years and how she eats people up. There's an iconic scene in another iteration of Big Brother where she is reading Janice Dickinson. And I'm like, they aired this? That's how piercing the read was. She also read my girl, Wendy Williams. Now, I love Wind. I love her. But Omarosa ate her up. So that is also why Omarosa gets 5th place or honorable mention on my Mount Rushmore of reality TV. So who is on your Mount Rushmore of reality TV? I want to hear it. Is it the same as mine? Do you have completely different people? Is there somebody that I missed? Because, you know, the way my memory is set up, I just thought of the first 4 people that came to my mind. So if there's somebody I missed, drop down in the comments and let me know who they are and why they should have been on my Mount Rushmore of reality TV. Again, thank y'all so much for being here. Until next time, bye.